guys, it's Aiden. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my second channel. Actually, this feels very weird still that I have a second channel, but I've been having fun. Hopefully you have been too. This video is probably going to get me the most hate comments that I've ever received on any video ever, but I'm prepared. I'm just not gonna look. I'm just kidding. Today we're gonna be ranking every single major pop album release in 2024. Now, I say pop album because it's like the main genre of music I listen to, and I really don't feel like I have all that much to say when it comes to other releases other than pop music. So that's why we're subjecting this video just to pop music. I think it goes without saying that 2024 was a godly year for music, especially compared to this year. What's going on this year? So I thought we'd go back to memory lane, go through all these albums, talk about my personal rankings, talk about my favorites, my least favorites. We're just here to have a good time, okay? I'm gonna start this video off with a big disclaimer. If you disagree with me, if the song that's at the very bottom of my ranking is your favorite song, you keep that close to your heart. You keep that close to your heart. Happy for you, or sorry that happened. You're probably gonna hear me say this a lot on this channel, but the most special thing we all have as human beings is the fact that we don't all think the same. If we all thought the same, life would be very boring, okay? There might be a song that I personally don't vibe with, but it might be your favorite song that has saved your life. And again, hold that close to your heart. Let me be, okay? Okay, I think that's enough talking. Let's get into it. So I'm not going to be doing like a tier ranking or anything because honestly that takes too long, and I just want to have a kiki. I just want to have a good time. Like, we don't need to sit and be so specific about picking the spots. I've already pre-ranked everything. I have a notes app list down here that I'm going to be referencing, and we're just going to go through all of them and have a good time. Okay, get a snack, get a drink, let's have fun. So I'm going to try to do this in chronological order, going based on when the albums came out. So I believe the first release we have is The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess by Chaperone. Let me start off by saying I'm very aware this album did not come out in 2024, but rather 2023. However, I think it goes without saying that this album really had its big break in 2024, so that's why I've included it in this video. So this is my ranking. I'm just gonna put this on the screen and we're gonna go through it. So, thoughts, questions, comments, opinions, anger, I don't know. How are you feeling? Let me know how you're feeling about my ranking, but be nice about it, please. I'm sensitive. I really do love this album. I think this album is incredible. I will say it did take me a second to get into listening to it. I feel like for months on end I kept hearing people talk about this album, and for whatever reason I just didn't listen to it. And then when I did listen to it, I was like, oh, I get it. I understand why everybody's talking about it. I understand why her festivals are literally breaking records, because it really is an incredible. Also, this is a debut album. That's insane. So at the top, we have My King is Karma. This is like the greatest song ever made. Like, this song is so good. I'm obsessed with this song. Any song about karma, I feel like, well, yes. After Midnight, Pink Pony Club. I know Pink Pony Club is like the big hit from the album. It's the one everyone knows. Some people might say it's overplayed and overrated. I would never say that. I would never say that. Kaleidoscope is so good. You guys sleep on Kaleidoscope. I feel like everybody puts it at the bottom of their rankings. The production, the harmonies. I also really like the lyrics. Super graphic, ultra modern girl like me. Absolutely. Femininomenon. Femininomenon, Coffee, Red Wine Supernova, Hot to Go. I mean, great songs. I will say the last like three, so Naked in Manhattan, Guilty Pleasure, California, I don't think I've ever gone out of my way to listen to these ones. They're just not my favorite. Anyway, moving on. So next up on the chopping block, we have Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. I feel like I'm comfortable saying this at this point because it's been out for a year and a half and we have the deluxe version of the album. I feel like I've really solidified my thoughts and my feelings and my opinion on this project, which is that I think this is her best album. Okay, I don't know about her best, but it's my favorite. Okay, cool. This album is so good. I love every single song on this project. I will listen to, except for one. We'll talk about her. We'll get there. I just think this project is incredible. I love the theming of it. No pun intended, compared to one of the other albums on this video that we'll be talking about. It's very short and sweet. Even though the campaign actually ran pretty long. I mean, we got the deluxe like a year after the album came out. I know there was a lot of like critique and criticism because this album didn't get a lot of promo. Like, she wasn't going on award shows. I don't think she even won a single award for this project. Criminal. But I don't know. I feel like I kind of liked how it was tame. She also was doing Wicked, so she already had so much stuff going on. But I kind of liked that. It made the album speak for itself. It's not like we needed all these interviews. I know she did interviews, of course, but we didn't need all these interviews and TV performances and all these crazy things for the album to be a success and for it to be, in my opinion, her best of her career. So this is my ranking of Eternal Sunshine. Let me just start off by saying that We Can't Be Friends might be in my top 3 songs of 2024. Also, that was the best music video maybe I've ever seen in my life. I'm not a crier. I'm working on it. It's trauma, whatever. I'm really not a crier though, and every time we all know the part. When it gets to that part, I am brought to tears. It's heartbreaking. I don't know, I feel like this album, I really liked it when it first came out. I was like, oh, I really like these songs. We Can't Be Friends, immediate favorite. Eternal Sunshine, immediate favorite. But it's like after I lived with the project, and maybe because I lived a lot of the experiences that she's singing about, I found myself even like towards the end of last year and beginning of this year, I'm like, this is the best project I've ever heard in my life. We Can't Be Friends is the best song I've ever heard in my life. Eternal Sunshine, the song is so good. The intro and the fact that we got the extended version is so good. I Wish I Hated You. There have been some dark nights. There have been some dark nights where I've been listening to this song and I'm like, wow. Twilight Zone cracked my top 5. I know it's a deluxe track. Same with Hampstead, another deluxe track in my number 6. It's so good. I love the softness of the project. I don't know how to explain it, but there's this very like soft energy to it. It's like this very gentle, soft, even from the visuals. It's like she's holding a teddy bear. It's like, it's very gentle energy, which if you know me, that's very much up my alley. I mean, I'm Perfect for You, Don't Want to Break Up Again, Supernatural, Warm, Past Life, True Story, Dandelion, The Boy Is Mine, Yes, and even the interlude. Anytime I actually listen to Eternal Sunshine, the song, I always put the interlude, like I'll cue it in my Spotify so that it plays before the song does, so that it flows. I love that. And honestly, I kind of don't really love interludes. I feel like a lot of the time interludes can feel super pointless. This is a perfect example of how to do an interlude. Now at the bottom, as we see, we have Ordinary Things. I've had a moment with every single song in this project. I don't even really know how the song goes. And I know people are going to be like, well, then you need to listen to it more, so then you do know. But I don't really want to. No matter what we do. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to move on. I just don't love this song. And that's like totally fine though, because there are 16 other songs that I'm obsessed with. So like, I don't care. Okay, next up we have the HBIC, the head bitch in charge, the Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. Now, if this is the first video you're seeing of me, you've never watched me before, I think you've probably used your context clues and you figured out that I'm a swiftie. Was this my album of the year? But of course it was. Of course this was my album of the year. And not only was this my album of the year, but this genuinely is my favorite Taylor Swift project I've ever heard in my life. And I love all of her projects. I'm gonna try not to talk too much about this album in this video because I've talked extensively about it in so many other videos. Like, this album meant so much to me. It still means so much. I genuinely listen to this album every single day, and I would honestly bet money the fact that I've listened to it, at least one song from this project, every single day since it's dropped. And it's been a year, almost a year and a half. It's so good. Like, it's so good. This is my ranking for the Torture Poets Department. Number 1, I Hate It Here. You know what? So Long London was my number 1, and honestly on some days it's still my number 1, but I Hate It Here has done things to me that it's healed a part of me that I didn't know needed healing, and it's so beautiful to me. The guitar, the lyrics, every single lyric, exactly how I feel. I'm not even gonna get into it. Just know, honest to God, I really do plan on getting this song in some form, whether it's a lyric or a like design or a whatever. I do plan on getting this song tattooed. So Long London, LOML, Chloe and Oomphes. I mean, this album is psychotic. It's so good. There's like, oh my god. Down Bad being in my top 5, of course it is. Where else did you want me to put it? But Daddy I Love Him, this song has grown on me so much. I've always liked it, but it's really long and I feel like I have to be, it's almost a 6-minute song, so I do often feel like I have to be in a certain mood to listen to it, but it's so good. It's classic Taylor Swift. Guilty as Sin, Fresh Out the Slammer, My Boyfriend Breaks His Favorite Toys, Fortnite, Black Dog, I Can Do With a Broken Heart, The Torture Poets Department, The Smallest Man You Ever Lived, Claire Bowes, Very Little Me. I mean, I could go on and on and on, and I will because there's 31 songs. Manuscript, How Did It End, Peter, The Prophecy, I Can Fix Him. I know this is only like 22nd on my list, so it's pretty far down there. I love this song. I love the harmonies, the backing vocals. It's so incredible and beautiful, and I will listen to it just for the vocals because I feel like I'm in a saloon with like a whiskey drink. I don't drink, but I feel like I have a whiskey drink when I'm listening to this song. Oh, don't even get me started on I Look in People's Windows. See, like, we're on 23 and I'm like, I love all these songs. Album of the year. I'm so sorry. Album of the year. And then we kind of get into the songs that I'm not the biggest fans of. I do like The Alchemy, So High School's Fine, The Albatross, Florida, Cassandra, Thank You Amy, and Robin. I literally never listen to. Sometimes I'll put on The Albatross, sometimes I'll listen to So High School. If The Alchemy comes on, I won't always skip it. The bottom 4 though, I'm like, I don't really listen to these. But to only have 4 out of 31 songs that I'm like, I'm skipping those pretty much every time, girls. Album of the year, Behavior. I know this album was pretty panned and a lot of people really didn't like it. I don't really care. Shut your mouth. This is my album of the year. And people are gonna be like, well, you're just saying that because you're a Swiftie. Well, yeah, now what? Okay, thank you for that. Moving on. Okay, next up we have Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. I do really like this album. Let me just start off by saying, but I'm such a happier than ever guy that no album I think from Billie will ever do or make me feel the way that I felt when I listened to Happier Than Ever. So I do really like this project, but it's probably my least is that controversial? It might be my least favorite from Billie. I think I honestly prefer her debut over this one too. But this album's obviously incredible and I really like it, so leave me alone. Okay, cool. My favorite song is Wildflower. Basic, don't care. Chihiro, The Diner, The Greatest. I mean, honestly, I really do love every single song on this album. The only two that I don't really care for, actually three, Birds of a Feather. Birds of a Feather was never one of my favorites, and then having to hear it as many times as I did last year, I kind of got sick of it. I think it's a good song and I do understand why it's, the massive hit that it is. I just don't really like it. Even if it wasn't a hit, like I still would be putting it pretty low on the ranking. Listen, as somebody who's been a fan of Billie Eilish for so many years, hearing the remade version of True Blue, like it did something to my OG Billie Eilish stan heart. But I don't know, like I love the second part of the song when like it's slower and there's the beat and her voice is like deepened and modulated. I love that part and the strings ending is gorgeous. I don't know if it's because I've been such like a Billie fan for so many years that I've already heard the True Blue beginning part of the song, but I like can't sit through it. I'm bored. I just want to listen to the second half of the song and I find myself not feeling like I want to sit through 2.5 minutes to get to that point, so I just don't even listen to it. And then Lunch at the bottom. I've never liked this song. I've never liked this song. I remember when this song was being like teased at Coachella, I was like, if this is what the album sounds like, I'm not gonna like it. And thankfully it's not. It's kind of an outlier. I don't think it's a god-awful song. I don't love it. You best believe though, when I saw this live, I was screaming like it was my favorite song. I was screaming like it was my top stream song of the year, and it wasn't. Again, not a bad song. When we have Wildflower and Chihiro, The Diner, why did we skip over The Diner? I love The Diner. It's so good. It's classic Billie to me. It's like, it has that debut feel, but it also feels a little bit different and fun. Also Skinny, underrated gem. I love that song, especially I think it was the Amazon live performance of her, specifically the ending when she's like harmonizing with the strings. Oh. But yeah, this is my Hit Me Hard and Soft ranking. I do really like this album, but again, it's probably my least favorite Billie album. Anyway, okay, next up we have Brat by Miss Charli XCX, Brat Summer. Heard of it? Before we talk about this album, I do just want to say I am not the biggest fan of this album. Here's the thing, okay? I really liked this album given what it was. I've never been somebody, and to be honest, I don't know if I ever will, be somebody that goes out of my way to listen to like dance pop, EDM music. It's just not my vibe. It's not my thing. With that being said though, I do really like this album. I think it's very good, and I totally understand why it's as big and successful as it was. I think my thing with this album is that when I listen to music, it's obviously fun to listen to things that you can escape into and you can imagine being a certain type of person. Like, am I always a torture poet? No. A lot of the time I am, but not always. And even when I'm not, like, I can get into that character and that mentality. I cannot for the life of me get into that 365 party girl mentality because I'm not. And I also don't want to be. I don't want to be a 365 party girl. I want to be down bad crying at the gym, to be honest. And so that's why I don't really ever listen to this album, to be honest, because I'm just not a 365 party girl. And if you're a 365 party girl, I love that for you. I love that for you, and I'm sure you're having a great time. And again, this is not me dissing the album. I'm just letting you know. I don't really have too much to say about this project because I don't really listen to it. So this is my ranking of Brat. Number 1, Von Dutch. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. You know how I was just saying I don't listen to any of these songs? I find myself having the urge at least once a week where I'm like, I need to listen to Von Dutch. I need to. I have to. I literally have to. I don't care that this was like one of the bigger hits. People are gonna be like, oh, local. I am a local, honestly, because I literally don't know anything about Charli XCX. But I know that this is one of the greatest songs ever made. Club Classics, another really fun one. This one I feel like is kind of random where people are gonna be like, why is that one of your favorites? Because it is. Now what? Now what? Now what? I really like the song. Maybe it's because it's so different from the rest of the project. It kind of feels like a breath of fresh air for me. Like, I remember when I listened to this album for the first time. I have listened to this album multiple times, like top to bottom. And this song always stands out to me because it's just so different. Sympathy is a Knife. I really like, I'm sorry, not to be like so boring and gay, honestly, but I really do like the Ariana Grande version. I actually will listen to that one often too. I might say Something Stupid is another one, very random, but it feels very different and it's very sad. So like, maybe that's why I like it. Talk 365, both really fun. And then everything else I kind of don't really listen to. Everything is Romantic, Rewind, Apple. They're fine, just not for me personally. You'll notice too, I only included the standard 15 tracks on the album. Obviously this album had like 5 billion versions to it with the remix album and then the 3 more songs and then the other song. It's like, there was a lot. And like I said already, I don't really listen to this album too much anyway, so if I try to rank all those other ones, it would be kind of useless. This is my ranking. Do with it what you will. Okay, next up we have The Secret of Us by Gracie Abrams. I've had a pretty interesting relationship with this album. I feel like I was such a fan of Good Riddance, and I do prefer that album still to this day over The Secret of Us, but over time I have really grown to like this album. It's not my favorite, it's not an album of the year contender for me, but I do actually really like this project, and a lot of these songs have grown on me so much, and that's all I can ask for with a project, honestly. So this is my ranking of The Secret of Us. I Knew It, I Know You. You know what's funny is that people really love to clown on Gracie's singing abilities, and is she the most competent vocalist? No. Do you need to be nowadays? No. But despite the fact that people clown on her vocals, I love all her live performances. I really do. The Vivo performances on Spotify, I will listen to those over the original. The I Knew It, I Know You Vivo performance, oh my god. It's so good. It's incredible. Honestly, when I listened to this album for the first time, I did like I Knew It, I Know You. And then when I heard the live version of it, it just clicked with me in a way that I didn't think it would ever click. And ever since then, I've been like, I get it. Felt Good About You being number 2. This song is so good. And I understand why when I see people rank this album, the song is pretty low. I get it. I understand why. But I love this song. Again, back to when I listened to this album for the first time, I immediately was like obsessed with this song. I don't know why. I like it. Very relatable. And that's probably why I relate to it so much. Speaking of relatable, Free Now. Again, the live performance, so much better than the original. Like, I don't even like to listen to the original version of this song. I only want to listen to the live version. And thank God it's on Spotify. I Love You, I'm Sorry. That's so true. They're the hits on the album, but they're hits for a reason. They're really good. Then we have Us featuring somebody, I don't know. Tough Love. I really like Tough Love. This one, I love the beginning melody. I took a train to Boston and I wanted to cry. It's fun. It's fun. Risk, Let It Happen, Close to You, Normal Thing, I Told You Things, and then kind of the rest of it I'm not the biggest fan of. Again, I've really grown with this project, so. Okay, the last and final project that we're gonna rank for this video. I understand there were probably a bunch of other albums, but these are the only albums I feel like I have anything to say. We have Short and Sweet by Miss Sabrina Carpenter. If you know me, you know I'm a big, massive Sabrina Carpenter fan. I love this album. I love this girl. And here's my ranking. Let me know what you think. Sharpest Tool. Best song. Oh my god, I can't even talk about it. I feel very honored. I'm sorry if you've heard me say this before, but I'm gonna keep bragging about it. I am in fact going to the Short and Sweet tour 3 more times in November this year. I also, side note, but I'm like really confused now over the fact that I bought Short and Sweet tour tickets a couple months ago to go in November, and then all of a sudden she announced a new album. So when I go to those 3 shows in November, there's gonna be a completely new Sabrina Carpenter album out. And I keep thinking about this, and I'd be curious to hear your guys' thoughts down below. What the hell is she gonna do? I can't really imagine her just like starting a whole other tour, like the Man's Best Friend tour. Like, she just did a massive tour, and also before that she was doing the Emails tour, and even before that she was on the Eras tour. Like, this girl's always performing, so I feel like she needs a break. But I don't think she's just gonna change the Short and Sweet tour that she's already started to the Man's Best Friend. I don't know. Maybe she'll do a couple songs from the new album, and then maybe she will do a whole other tour. I don't know. Anyway, we'll put a pin in this conversation. We'll talk about this later. Sharpest Tool, greatest song ever made. Taste. I love this song. I honestly feel like Taste and Espresso, don't get it twisted, Espresso's number 3. I feel like Taste and Espresso are just like solid, incredible pop songs. Like, no notes, flawless lyrics, production, everything about it is exactly what I would want from a pop song. So thank you, Sabrina Carpenter. Lie to Girls, so good. So good. Please Please Please, another really fun pop song. This one's a little funky, it's a little different. 15 Minutes. Ooh, this one has grown on me so much. I really liked it when it first came out, and now I'm like, wow. Okay, well, great job explaining that. Coincidence, Juno, Don't Smile, Busy Woman, Bad Cam, Good Graces, Demon Poetics, and Pagans. Couldn't make it any harder. Bad Reviews. There's honestly not a single song on this album I don't like. Even Bad Reviews. I know it's at the bottom of my ranking, but I actually really like that song. She honestly did her big one with this project. 10 out of 10, no notes, every song, incredible. Sabrina Carpenter, the woman that you are. I'm so horrified for Man's Best Friend though. I'm like terrified, because I feel like that album's gonna shake me in a way that I don't know if I'm ready to be shaken. But I also am ready. We'll see. Okay, well, now that we've gone through all the individual rankings for each album, I feel like we should rank all the albums. Yeah, honestly, I feel like this ranking is not gonna surprise anybody. Okay, well, number 1, let me ask the audience. Yes, my number 1 is going to be the Torture Poets Department. I know everybody's going to be like, oh, well, you're a Swiftie. Okay. Again, we've discussed this. Swiftie. Okay, cool. Ooh, okay, my number 2 and my number 3 are honestly pretty tied. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Eternal Sunshine. I love this album. We've already talked about it. Number 3, we're gonna go Short and Sweet. Number 4, Hit Me Hard and Soft. Number 5, The Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess. Then we'll do The Secret of Us and Brat. That's my ranking. I feel like this was so predictable if you know me. Again, like I said, this is just my opinion. If your ranking is literally flipped upside down, if Brat was your album of the year and Torture Poets is the worst thing you've ever heard in your life, aggressive, but you know, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. Don't forget to check out the Patreon as well as my second channel, or my other channel. I still am working out how to do this outro. Check out the Patreon, my other channel, my Instagram, TikTok. Damn, I feel like a professional YouTuber now. I have like so many things to promote. Okay, I'm gonna let you go, but I'll see you soon. Love you, bye.